Hello everyone, it is Heather and I'm here with my daughter Megan on our little girls getaway weekend to the Twin Cities. It's Saturday evening, February 24th, and we're presently in our hotel room. You can't make this up. The exact same hotel room that we stayed in last time we stayed at this hotel. We're in room 748 at the Canopy by Hilton in downtown Minneapolis, right next to US Bank Stadium. And the Guthrie is just a block or two away, and we're going to be walking over there in just a minute. And we're going to see Dial M for Murder at the Guthrie Theater, and I will show you a little bit of the theater this time. And then tomorrow, I'm going to put in the same video, we're planning to go to the Minneapolis Institute of Art, which I think Megan's been there, but if she has, it's been a while. So we stayed at this same hotel in this exact same room, which maybe this is the free upgrade room. They gave me a free upgrade again. I don't know why. Just my gold Hilton honor status. I have no idea why. But they gave us the free upgrade again to this top floor, weird, lofted ceiling room. Exact same room we had last time. We stayed here in August when we went to a play at the Guthrie that time too. What play was that? Was that
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods. And Megan went to a concert with a friend, which we were just talking about. Hey, do you guys like to go to concerts, like music concerts? Not like classical music, but like, you know, popular artists. Who do you go with? Megan and I were just discussing that we want to go to more concerts, or like, I don't now, because I'm old. But when I was her age, you know, like in my late teens, early 20s, I would want to go to concerts. You know, and now that I think about it, Andrew had the same problem.
Yeah, I did.
When my son was in college here in the Twin Cities, did I buy him those Selena Gomez tickets?
No, he got himself and then told us.
No, but I bought him tickets to something. Demi Lovato? I don't know. He went to some concerts, and I know I bought him a set of tickets at least once, I think. And he went to really, you know, really popular artists and stuff. And same thing, he always had trouble finding somebody to go with him.
I think he went to Selena Gomez alone.
Did he?
I think so.
She thinks he went alone. So I don't know. If you go to concerts, who do you get to go with you? Like, why is it difficult to get somebody to go with you to concerts? Is it because people don't want to go deaf? I don't know. Just let me know in the comments below. I'll show you a quick scan of the room because we gave you a very thorough room tour and hotel tour of the entire property, and we're definitely not going to show you anything. Well, maybe I'll do it very subtly as we walk through. There's a heck of a lot of people downstairs. It is Saturday night, and this place downstairs is hopping. It's busy. We walked down to the end of the block to the corner and got Jimmy John's and ate it here in our room because we weren't even going to attempt to try to eat downstairs in one of the restaurants because we would have been late for the play for sure. We got a little behind schedule because I locked the keys in the car and we had to wait for AAA to come and rescue us and get us back into our car. It's the only time I've done it though in the entire 7 years I've owned that car. So yay. We're going to put the Minneapolis things now because we already did a St. Paul video because we did both. We did two St. Paul videos because we also did the Science Museum. I'm going to do the Minneapolis stuff. So tonight, the hotel, the show, and then tomorrow. And then I got to take Megan back to the airport so she can fly back to school. No, on the shuttle bus. Let me show you our room. Even though if you saw that video, you've seen it already. Literally this exact same room. So it's the two queen beds. And here's Meg. There's this table here. This is where we ate our food. And it has such weird lighting. Like, we don't understand why it's just lit under the shelf. Like, so you can hold something way over there and read it. That's it. There's no lights. Because it's this super, super high. Ow! I hurt myself. This super, super high ceiling. That apparently this is what makes it worthy of an upgrade. Is this.
I don't even like this. It freaks me out.
I know, I don't like it either. And then we're sleeping.
My neck.
And we're sleeping in a cage. We still don't know why. Why is this like this? We don't know. And I'm sitting in an armchair.
I'm sitting in a wooden
with this big
chair
with this big gap in the back. Like, it's really not comfortable. There's some USBs and plugs. And, oh, over here too. I probably already showed you this last time, but you know, so it's nice. I mean, it's very nice. Just don't know why it's like this, and why do they keep giving us this room as a free upgrade? But anyway, here's the view at night. I don't think I showed you nighttime before. There's US Bank Stadium, and it definitely looks like something might be happening over there. There's these apartments across from us. And that with the funky lighted thing on it is the Guthrie. And we gotta go. Yeah. Because our show starts in like 30 minutes. Our show starts in 25 minutes and we still have to walk over there. So here we go. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's live music. Yeah. Wait, we want to go this way. This is really like, what, 2 blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very quick. I don't think it was a 6-minute walk. It was like a minute walk. Maybe like 2. And here we are. If you want to come here and park there. That is not a pedestrian bridge. That is for them to move set pieces from the workshop over there into the theater.
But it's a quick jaunt across the street.
Yeah, it's right across the street to the parking garage over there.
Neighbors, introduce yourself. So we turn around and we're like, hi, I'm sleeping.
Well, that's cool.
And she said she actually thought that was really cool. Yeah, those are pretty.
Okay, so there's 2 theaters here. There's the Thrust stage down there, and the more traditional proscenium stage, which is currently showing on Beckett. This is the Endless Bridge. I don't know what it's like at night. I can't remember when the last time I was here at night.
I don't think I've ever been here.
Yeah, we almost always come to matinees.
Even when I went last January to Little Prince.
It was during the day? So,
because we had to leave at 11.
it must have been a Sunday. Sunday shows are at 1.
Yeah, Sunday.
Okay, so similar. Well, let me show you this first. So it goes outside. Gosh, I can't see. And you have these really cool. Oh, look at the moon. Really cool views. That blue lit up bridge is the 35 bridge that collapsed. It was big national news. What year was that? I don't remember, but my mother had lived in northern suburbs at that time, and she commuted to downtown Minneapolis here, and she had just driven across it when it collapsed. And then it goes down here where Megan is, which I'm not going to try those stairs right now. But it's really cool. I mean, this is an awesome view in both day and nighttime.
We invite you to take your seats
wrong?
at this time.
Okay. So, go back in here. Now, similar to the Science Museum, there used to be 2 restaurants here, right? A really nice seafood restaurant downstairs on the main floor, kind of where we came in, and a cafe, level 5 cafe up here, which we ate at several times and really enjoyed. But it actually just closed recently. They lost all their food service because they lost their contract with the company that did it. I have to tell you something very funny really quick. Megan and I were taking a picture and somebody walked up behind us and said, "Are they twins?" How sweet is that? Hello. Okay, it's much later. What is it, 10 o'clock something?
It's 10:08.
It's 10:08. We just got back from the play. We walked back. First, I will tell you that we're very glad we took our masks and wore masks because I think it might have been sold out.
It was definitely sold out.
It was sold out and very packed, and there were people literally right behind us coughing. Did you hear much coughing beyond that?
Right behind us coughing and right next to us
Yeah.
coughing, and there was some other coughing. Like,
Yeah, there was just coughing. And a lot of the staff were wearing masks, so they've obviously...
And some other patients as well.
Yeah, a lot of other patrons. Okay. It was a very good play. I'm really glad that I didn't know the story and I had never seen the movie or anything beforehand. It was very simple.
It was almost like a mystery in reverse, because everything was laid out to the audience right away from the various characters' perspectives, but the other characters didn't know the full story.
It was a simple set. It was all in one room. It was in a flat in London in the 1954?
Yes,
1954 was the setting, which is totally perfect for me because I'm addicted to Call the Midwife. and I'm currently on season 5, which is 1961. So I'm past 1950. Well, Call the Midwife starts in 1957. And there was even mention of helping people in the East End, which is what Call the Midwife is. And it was only 5 actors, and they were all amazing. They did a phenomenal job. It was 3 men and 2 women, and every single one of them was really, really good. If you read their bios in the program, they've all done a ton of stuff. Somebody went to Juilliard. 2 or 3 of them had been. This is my measure of their acting. I always like to see how many people have been on Law and Order. was it 3?
Many people are.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of them. 3 out of the 5 were on Law and Order. Was anybody in any movies this time? I don't know.
Yeah, a couple.
Couple. I don't know.
I'm actually not sure. There were at least 1 actor and maybe 2 who weren't on any screen.
One of the actors we had seen in Murder on the Orient Express, because he looked very. Which one was it? Because he looked familiar. I want to say it was the dead.
It was either the guy who played Poirot or the guy who died.
Yeah, it was one. It was one of those 2. Okay, so it was just a rather simple yet complex murder mystery. Okay, and then one thing that we were surprised at, but actually was totally fine with, I was expecting there to be some big twist, and there was not. It was actually extremely straightforward, but it was a very talky play. It was lots of, what'd you say? A lot of exposition.
Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about with the thing with the story was laid out in its entirety at the beginning down to the details. Like all the exposition, the characters' relations to each other, they just had to give that in dialogue.
Yeah, it was all dialogue, yeah. At the beginning, I was literally falling asleep. I thought I was going to doze off, actually, not off. I was really tired. Just because there was so much talking at the beginning, like to explain stuff. But then it picked up, and it got really clever.
Yeah.
And also humorous. There was quite a surprising bit of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised at that. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it. Just like Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah. There
Like
was.
they wrote it in.
Yeah, it is. One character that was a woman may have in some other version or versions been a man.
Yes. In the movie, female characters was a man. I read about it in the program.
Oh,
but I thought
okay.
it was a spoiler, so I stopped reading.
Oh.
And then didn't go back. But then it was literally like the first thing they told us.
Right, and we almost think it was more of a creative choice.
Yeah.
Like Megan was pointing out, one time we saw Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
in that same theater several years ago, and they made the creative decision to cast Mercutio. Look how fast she texts people. Texts. I'm tired. They made the creative decision to cast Mercutio as a woman, and it was actually extremely good. And then one other time, they cast Scrooge in A Christmas Carol as a woman. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. I don't know what you're talking about.
We didn't go to it. I just
okay.
read about it. I want to say she was an understudy for Scrooge and had to take on the role of Scrooge because Scrooge was sick or something. But I thought that was really cool that they made Scrooge a woman. But the Guthrie Theater...
Where was that?
Here!
When?
I don't know, a couple years ago. The Guthrie Theater is famous for doing A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, every year. Now, the version Megan and I saw of it, I liked way better than the version you and Ben saw. Than the version Ben and I saw of it, because they do. Bummer. Yeah, they do tweak it once in a while, and they had these amazing sets that Megan and I saw, and then when Ben and I, they didn't use those sets, and I was really bummed. And also, the Ghost of Christmas Future was way scarier. Alien. When Megan and I saw it, and not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it was.
That was a total aside. But anyway, we enjoyed the play. We enjoyed the play very much. We had very good seats. I'm very careful to pick a seat where I get an aisle where I can stretch out my bad right ankle into the aisle. My bad right ankle? Did I say that right?
Well, you said it right that time.
Okay, so anyway, we're tired and we're going to go to bed. And tomorrow we're going to go to the Minneapolis Institute of the Arts before I have to take Megan back to the airport to get the bus back to school. Good morning. Okay, it's about 9-something in the morning on Sunday, February 25th, and Megan and I had a so-so night's sleep. I think I slept better than you.
I always sleep pretty poorly the first night I'm in like a new location. Mm-hmm. So even switching back and forth between like my college dorm and at home, the first night I always sleep bad.
Okay.
So only being one night in this hotel.
Right. I also determined that this seems strange because there's so much space up here, but this room activates my claustrophobia because it's freaking me out that it's taller than it is wide. And it's actually making me feel like I'm in the bottom of a jar. So, yeah, we obviously made kind of a mess of the beds. It also was very, very bright. We must be facing...
You said it looks fine.
We must be facing east. Megan...
No. I figured out what happened. The sun, when we woke up at least, right there.
Yep.
And right here, metal roof.
Oh, man, is that why?
Yep.
We were literally, like, blinded by the sun beaming in here. Why is there always a tiny little gap between the curtains? We had an issue, which we don't remember having this issue last time, and we were in this exact same room. This stupid light under this little shelf, which really doesn't light up the table. It lights up the very back of the desk table thing under the shelf. So it's not really very functional. We only had two options.
You could either have all the lights on and only turn off this lamp. Or you could have no lights on anywhere in the room. We could not figure out how to do it so that... Have you seen those reels and memes and stuff where people are like... trying every combination of switches, trying to figure out how to get certain lights on and certain lights off? Yeah, that was us last night. Because, I mean, when you're laying in the bed, you're facing this stupid light, and it was right at eye level. And, like, we wanted to read in the bed and stuff. We wanted to have just those bedside reading lights on, but you couldn't have those on unless this was also on. So we just gave up. We gave up on trying to read, and we just turned all the lights off and looked at our phones. Because it was so annoying. So I don't know what happened with that. But Megan walked over to the Starbucks. There's a Starbucks right around the corner.
A little bit hidden, because it's just a very tiny storefront and in between like some old apartment buildings. But there is a big sign outside sticking out into the street. And it's just a very cozy little Starbucks. Isn't usually very busy, so would recommend.
Yeah.
So that was our breakfast, and now we're already packed up. We have a very good habit with our family that we kind of, on the day we're leaving a location, a hotel, we always kind of pack up as we're getting ready in the morning. Yeah, we just kind of do it all in one thing. And so we're all packed up, and we're going to drive now to the Minneapolis Institute of the Arts, which is the big art museum here. We're going to have to be selective about what we look at because that museum is massive. It's kind of on par with the Art Institute of Chicago in size, because it is an art institute, which means there's also a school of art there, and it opens at 10. And so we'll be getting there right when it opens. And I probably won't film much, but I will take pictures of the pieces that I particularly enjoy and insert those into the video for you.
All right, we have arrived. It was a very short distance to the Minneapolis Institute of Art. It's right there. We are a little bummed because if you've never had electric keys in your car before, we are noticing we got a little scratch there, and this now feels rough, where he had to put the tool to pry the door open to get the thing in.
Visible gap.
Yeah, and there's a visible gap where the door used to shut really tight. So I'm pretty bummed about that. Bummed enough that I will never forget my keys again. This is the parking lot that you need to park at. I mean, I think you can park on the street too, because there's a lot of people parked on the street. It's just kind of an honor system, and there's this little pay station here.
It's $8.
It's $8 for these things. I would think we have to do it now. You do not need to display your receipt in your vehicle. Please pay here. Okay, so I'm gonna figure this out, but see, here's the little map. This is the Children's Theater Company, which is a wonderful place, but very expensive for the tickets for a children's theater. And this is all the Minneapolis Institute of Art, and this is the school. And we are here. Okay, when you come in, you're in this little vestibule, and this over here on the left is the Children's Theater Company, which I've heard is very, very good, but a little pricey for a children's theater company. But they probably do a very good job. I really don't know.
They seem to be
Currently, they are doing Alice in Wonderland,
A Year with Frog and Toad.
and they're doing A Year with Frog and Toad next.
Next. And then there's also this Babble Lab thing.
Yeah.
coming soon.
And then you can see out here, so we came in right here, is a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood actually. And like you can see the Minneapolis skyline, like just looking down the street, but it actually takes longer than you think to get here because you have to get around the interstate. And this is just like a courtyard area.
Target Park.
And then we're gonna go in here to get our tickets. Okay, cool surprise. It's free. Free to everyone, all the time, yay. But they have nice maps. There are restrooms right behind me. And the shop, which is right there.
I don't think they're real. They're all dusty.
Oh no, Megan thought this was a succulent garden.
I mean, it is.
It is. It's just they're fake, tucked under the stairs. And over here, we're back on the first floor. There's a little family center. Not sure exactly. And there's books here. I don't know if these are for sale or you can just look at them. And we're gonna eat at the little cafe. It's kind of tucked in right there. We didn't really go on the second floor, which is more the ancient stuff, but we pretty much covered the entire third floor. The third floor was all the stuff I like the best. Medieval, Renaissance, Impressionism, and then some more modern things. There was some sculpture scattered throughout. There would definitely be more sculpture on the second floor because that's more ancient art. So if you're more interested in that, I mean, I do really like sculpture, but we just don't have enough time to do everything today. So we're gonna have lunch, and then I have to take Megan back to the airport to go back to school. She's bummed. She is having a really nice time together, and she would really like a longer trip, so would I. We are back at the airport. It's Megan's bus back to school is at 1:30 this afternoon. This will be the end of this video. We had a nice time together. Lots of fun things to do in Minneapolis and in the Twin Cities if you're ever visiting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any of our upcoming travel adventures, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.